Hey, 13 Love. So, you see those. They need to be clipped. And I'll incorporate them in my meal today. But that's a marigold. That's one of the marigolds. And I know I said I wouldn't record this until they started fruiting. But compared to when I had last made my last video, they are growing so beautifully. And just the other day, I added some compost to them. And I watered them with a bit of fish emulsion fertilizer. And this one wasn't originally climbing over the top. Just a few days. Maybe about, 5 or 6 days ago, I started noticing the growth spurt, and it was last week that I had added the fertilizers. Now, I didn't prune them, and I'm sure had I pruned them, the growth would have been different. And it's 2 different varieties. And this is the Moringa Trees. They're both taller than me. Literally, they're both taller than me. This one is about 6 feet, maybe 6'1". I'm 5'4", so my head is right here. And then you got all that up there. So maybe not 6'1", maybe 6 flat. This one's taller than me also. Little Moringa trees. And you've seen them. If you look back at the video, you will say, geez, Louise. That was a growth spurt, all right. That's the ginger. This is cantaloupe. They've gotten really long. Like if I pulled them, they would extend really far up. So they need a garden stakes. These are mango seeds. And then one of the watermelons I wrecked, but this is the other watermelon because luckily I planted 2 in there. But this is better anyways because now the nutrients can go towards just pushing for one plant to fruit. So I'm actually kind of happy about that because its chances of fruiting are higher now. That's a mango I planted at the beginning of the week. That's a mango I planted. That's one of the mango seeds in the last video you see I had planted it, and I think it was just one little leaf on the stem. So that's gotten pretty mighty. That's struggling. Sage. I don't know what those are. I think those are I forgot. Mango, that's struggling. So I'm about to give those back here some water in the watering can. The okra plant, I just plucked off an okra. So I harvested my first okra from right there, and it was really big and juicy. But the ones right there are not looking so healthy. And I know that they had a lot of pests chewing at them, but she got really big. She's about 3 feet. She's up to my chest. Yeah, she's up to my chest. And this just looked like it's struggling real bad. So I'm going to give them some water, the ones on that side. And then the king told me something is growing in here, so I'm going to keep my eye on that. And then I got 3 tomato plants that I transplanted. Hi. I don't think she's seeing me. Okay, it's so awkward. Hi. Good, how are you? Oh, I can imagine.
Feel like we still have another 8 hours.
Well, luckily time's speeding up, so that's not happening.
Right? I can't wait for winter for it to get darker earlier so I don't have to stress about these kids.
Aw, so they feel like it's bedtime at 5.
That's what I'm
Have a good day. Thank you. Okay, so here's these tomato plants over here. They just got transplanted at the beginning of this week. Maybe about 5 days ago. So once 7, 8 days have passed, maybe even 2 weeks because the sun is a bit intense. So I might let them sit up there for 2 weeks before bringing them out over here because over here gets about 6 hours of sunlight. And these ones you see here that are big, originally I had done that with them. And you'll see if you've seen the videos I made about a month ago. you'll see that when I transplanted them after 7 days, the sun beat down on them so bad they started drooping. So because it's so hot and the sun is actually a lot hotter, I just gave it another week and it was able to bear the sun. So I got those tomato cages from Aldi for like $2 something, almost $3 a piece. And they came in handy. I got to get a few more, but that's really helped because some of the plants were getting so tall that they were actually drooping over. So that's just going to keep it from snapping. So yeah, container garden looking okay. We caught some good rain. When that rain came, that rain was amazing. We got a good amount of rainwater. But I'm going to let y'all go. I just wanted to show you the progression and the progress of the container garden. Anything is possible. We're on an extremely small lot. And, just press it up against the house. And it works. You could do it all around, all sides, the front, the back, according to how much sunlight the plant that you've planted needs. And yeah. I'm thankful the Most High has gave me the strength to believe that I can do this. I must give a shout out to Lead Farmer 73. I was watching a lot of his videos around the time that I just got up and did it, And you could find yourself making excuses. And a lot of my excuses were based on fear and rooted in fear of like it not working out, and me not producing a healthy garden and all that nonsense. And so far so good. I'll let y'all know when it fruits. One of the tomatoes is already flowering, and let me see if I can point it out before I go. Yeah, right here, but it's a growth spurt. I think that was supposed to be it. It may have dried up from the sun, but that looks like a flower the other day. So yeah, I don't know what happens from there. I've never grown tomatoes before. We'll see if it still flowers or if it pushes out a flower from somewhere else and that ends up being with fruits. We'll see. 13 love.